Hey there, welcome back to our channel. I'm really excited to jump into one of my favorite topics, Freemasonry. For all you master masons looking to keep your journey going, there's an amazing path filled with rich history, deep symbolism, and some powerful moral lessons. It's called the York Rite. Think of it as a fascinating series of Masonic degrees and orders that really build on the first 3 degrees, shining a brighter light on the teachings. It's like opening a treasure chest of knowledge for those eager to explore more. Isn't that awesome? The York Rite stands as one of the oldest and most esteemed appendant bodies within the fraternity. Its origins historically tied to the ancient city of York in England, a place of significant importance in the annals of Masonry. It is crucial to understand that the degrees of the York Rite are not higher than the sublime degree of a Master Mason. Rather, they are a continuation of the narrative, providing the historical context and philosophical depth that many believe are necessary to fully comprehend the story initiated in the symbolic lodge. The York Rite, or more accurately, the American Rite, traces its lineage to the early practices of craft masonry from the 1700s. When the first Grand Lodge of England was established in 1717, it decreed that its constituent lodges would only confer the 3 degrees of Entered Apprentice, Fellowcraft, and Master Mason. All other degrees were deemed extraneous. However, this did not sit well with many lodges that had been conferring additional degrees, particularly the Royal Arch, which they considered an inseparable part of the Masonic fabric. This ideological split led these lodges to form their own Grand Lodge in 1751, famously styling themselves the Antients and labeling the members of the original Grand Lodge the Moderns. A resolution came in 1813 with the merger of these 2 rival bodies into the United Grand Lodge of England. The compromise reached was that while the craft lodges would adhere to the 3 degrees, the Royal Arch degree would be preserved and conferred in separate but allied bodies called chapters, which would be directly linked to the lodges. This historical compromise shapes the structure of the York Rite today. Unlike the Scottish Rite, which historically claims the authority to confer all degrees from the 1st to the 33rd, the York Rite bodies have always acknowledged their status as a pendant to ancient craft masonry. They do not confer the first 3 degrees, but build upon them. This is why, in English masonry, a brother is not considered to have completed the full journey of ancient craft masonry until he has been exalted to the degree of the Royal Arch. Early American lodges followed a similar pattern until the formation of national governing bodies. The General Grand Chapter of Royal Arch Masons, the General Grand Council of Cryptic Masons, and the Grand Encampment of Knights Templar were established over time to standardize and govern these degrees in the United States. Although these 3 bodies are interconnected by membership requirements, they are technically autonomous Masonic entities. The York Rite in the United States is pretty cool. It's made up of 3 different groups that work together, and each one gives its own unique degrees. A Master Mason can totally join any or all of these cool groups, but here's the thing. You've got to follow a certain order to level up. It's like a super fun little journey. Joining a Royal Arch chapter is your first step, and from there, you can totally dive into the next awesome groups, like the Cryptic Council and the Knights Templar. It's just like leveling up in a game, right? You get to unlock new experiences and meet some really cool people along the way. The Royal Arch Masons, or Capitular Masonry as some call it, is really fascinating. It's all about exploring the journey after the Master Architect's death, diving deep into the construction of the Second Temple, which is also known as Zerubbabel's Temple. This chapter offers 4 unique degrees that bring to life the struggles and triumphs during that period. Picture this: the challenges faced by the builders, the teamwork, and the intricate rituals they performed to honor their craft. It's like stepping back in time to witness a pivotal moment in history where every degree unlocks more secrets and insights into the legacy of these remarkable builders. Isn't that just cool? The central theme is the journey to recover that which was lost. a quest that culminates in the rediscovery of the lost word promised to the Master Mason. The first degree in the chapter is the Mark Master, which elaborates on the lessons of the Fellowcraft degree. It uses the allegory of the stonemason's marks to teach powerful lessons about accountability, professional integrity, and the charitable act of assisting a brother in need. Following this is the Past Master, virtual degree, a ceremonial conferral that honors the historical tradition that only past masters of a lodge were originally eligible to receive the Royal Arch degree. Next, the Most Excellent Master degree dramatizes the joyous completion and solemn dedication of King Solomon's temple, a moment of supreme celebration and divine approval before its eventual destruction. The journey through the chapter culminates in the Royal Arch Mason degree. This is the climax of ancient craft masonry, where the candidate participates in the profound discovery of the long-lost master's word, thus completing the primary allegory of the first 3 degrees. The second body is the Council of Royal and Select Masters, known as Cryptic Masonry. The degrees of the Council are considered by many to be the most beautiful and poignant in all of Freemasonry. They fill a crucial narrative gap, explaining the circumstances surrounding why the Master's word was lost in the first place, and most importantly, how it was preserved for its eventual recovery in the Royal Arch degree. The journey begins with the Royal Master degree, which transports the candidate back in time to a period before the completion of the First Temple, where he engages in a personal and profound conversation with the Master Architect. The Select Master degree continues this story, focusing on the construction and use of a secret vault or crypt beneath the temple, where sacred treasures were deposited for safekeeping. Finally, some jurisdictions also offer the Super Excellent Master degree, which dramatically portrays the siege of Jerusalem, the destruction of King Solomon's temple, and the subsequent captivity of the Hebrew people in Babylon, events that set the stage for the rebuilding of the temple and the rediscovery of the word. The third and final body of the York Rite is the Knights Templar, or chivalric masonry, which is organized into commanderies. This is a unique branch within masonry, as it is a Christian-oriented body, and membership is open only to Master Masons who are Christian and who have completed their degrees in the chapter and council. The orders of the commandery are inspired by the noble traditions of the medieval Knights Templar and are dedicated to the defense of the Christian faith. The series begins with the illustrious Order of the Red Cross, which bridges the cryptic and chivalric degrees. It follows the story of the Jewish prince Zerubbabel and his arduous journey to the court of King Darius of Persia to seek permission to rebuild the temple in Jerusalem. This order really puts a spotlight on the supreme importance of truth, right? Now let's talk about the Order of Malta. It's like this Mediterranean journey that preps candidates for their final step. It's deeply rooted in Christian history, tracing back to the Knights of St. John of Jerusalem, Rhodes, and Malta. Pretty fascinating stuff. And then there's the York Rite experience, which wraps up with the Order of the Temple. This part is truly something special. It's like the grand finale of the commandery. It's solemn and impressive, making you feel the weight of history and tradition. You can really sense the significance of these rituals and what they represent in the journey of the candidates. What do you think about that? Isn't it intriguing how these orders connect us to such rich histories? In this order, the candidate is knighted as a Knight Templar, pledging himself as a Christian warrior and a pilgrim, committed to a life of service, sacrifice, and unwavering faith. While the York Rite and the Scottish Rite are the two most prominent paths for a Master Mason to continue his Masonic education, they are distinct in their structure, symbolism, and philosophical focus. The York Rite presents a unified, chronological narrative that directly continues the story of the symbolic lodge, leading from the loss of the word to its recovery and culminating in a Christian knighthood. The Scottish Rite, in contrast, offers a series of 29 degrees that explore a wide range of philosophical, historical, and ethical teachings, presented as a university of Masonic knowledge rather than a single unfolding story. Both rites really shine a light on the journey of every Master Mason, right? Choosing between them, or deciding to dive into both, is such a personal adventure. The York Rite, for instance, is totally rich in the oldest traditions of the craft. It's like this powerful, direct path that guides you through the fascinating allegories of the Blue Lodge. You really get to dive deep into these stories, and it all wraps up in a way that feels both dramatic and super fulfilling. Every step you take in this journey really opens up a whole new world of meaning, right? It's all about connecting with the core of Masonic teachings, which is pretty incredible. You find yourself reflecting on these timeless truths that can guide you through life's ups and downs. It's like a personal adventure. Thanks a ton for tuning in. If this video resonated with you, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more.